The average lifespan for men in the United States is around 75 years. So if you're 30 years old, you've already lived about 40% of your entire life.
Oh, damn, okay.
We brought together 7 30-year-old men to compare what they've done with their life thus far. This is Timelines.
So, how much money do you make per year?
I make about like 120,000 a year. So I work in like unscripted TV. It's all freelance though, so like it's a hustle every single day, every single show.
Let's bring up the next person. Do you think this person makes more or less money than you?
Okay, you have a good sense of style. You have the watch, the bracelets. I am a terrible gay, so I don't know much about fashion, but it looks good. It all looks super legit to me, so I think you present yourself super nice. It seems like you make money, so I think you make more than me. Oh, are you kidding me? You ass.
I make between $75,000 to $80,000 a year, and I am a high school teacher. I transitioned from teaching English over to teaching drum and performing arts. I like the style. I think it's classic, it's clean, it's streamlined.
Clearly fashion doesn't work because I was wrong, so, all right, let's see. You have like, okay, he's very happy, and I feel like you need like money to be happy. That sounds really terrible. That's not true. That's literally not true. I'm panicking because I don't know.
No, you don't necessarily need to make that much money to be happy. So I think you make a little bit less money than I do.
So Cruz, I actually make about $136,000 a year. As of right now, mostly kind of working like in healthcare, mostly in operations. So pretty boring work for some people, but I love it. So boring. Corey, you seem like a big nerd. I'm gonna be honest. Like more like IT. I guess like board head. I'm so sorry, but usually I guess like data cruncher, maybe like a senior manager, like director level in IT. Corey, you make more than me, 100%.
I'm kind of bad at this.
I make around 70,000 as a registered nurse on a cardiac floor. Wow. They were right about me being a nerd, but it hasn't really gotten me anywhere in life. Just from how he's like strutting up, I feel like he's just kind of has a little bit more, I don't know, something about him. So I'm already kind of leaning more wealthy. He's also more well-groomed, I guess more than me. So I think you make more than I do.
So I make roughly $30,000 a year. My main focus is acting, but I do also work as an office manager for my dad and an in-house interpreter for him, an assistant at a firm. I do that, and then I do a little bit of content creation as well, but that doesn't really pay me much of anything, so there you go.
The drip.
Oh, all right, he's being nice. All right, chill. Just judging by the way your vibe is right now, it's pretty confident. You gave me a handshake. It wasn't very firm. That's cool. It's whatever, dude. It's all good. It's hard to make me feel like anybody makes less than me at this point, to be honest with you. So yeah, I think you make more than me.
I make about $185K a year. Director of Business Development and Partnerships. I worked with Reebok and a couple major brands in content creation as a bodybuilder. I also have my own business in terms of training people, but these are private clients. My hopes is one day to be mayor of New York City. That's my aspirations. But nice to meet you. You know, you're very unique for sure. Your eyes tell me you come from a different country, obviously. I see your tattoos right there, so you spent a lot of money on that for sure. You know what? The shirt gave it away. I tend to see people that, you know, don't make a certain income spend more than they have. So yeah, that's why I would say less than. Oh, wow.
So I'm Dominic and I make around $1 to $2 million per year.
Wow.
Are you kidding me?
Wow.
I started in social media. I built a media company. We produce shows as well as investments. I build homes, Airbnbs, and just a ton of different things. I started on TikTok and yeah.
Well, I feel pretty good.
As you should.
Thank you. Yeah, right. As far as career moves and money moves, I personally don't think I did a very good job. I don't really understand how to like invest.
I just barely started nursing like around like 7 months ago. So I haven't even really been in like my career that long. So I also feel like, you know, pretty behind because they're always saying how like your 20s are your best like wealth building years and they're gone.
Yeah.
30s are the new 20s, people say.
Yes,
so.
that's right.
Except
That's right.
typically people say 30 are the new 20s, but you have money, so.
Yeah, right. So what's it like being filthy rich, you bastard?
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. I think the one thing that like really blew my mind making as much as I did was simply like, it is a lot of money, but if you try and increase your lifestyle at all, it really isn't, and it can go away so quick. And I've had dozens and dozens of friends in my field make almost as much as I have and lost it all immediately. Looking at the math now, I'm like, I'm still nowhere near set for life unless I want to live like in an apartment, have the money like investing itself, and sure, later down the line. So I can't even imagine what it's like to actually have like $50 million, $100 million.
In my head, I can't personally process that. The only time I've seen that money is if, you know, people are in movies getting busted for drugs. So I'm like, I don't understand how that works. It makes me feel not great. It makes me feel like, you know, I mean, it's not my life, so I can't like really like say anything. But for me personally, like, it makes me feel like kind of icky, like, oh shit, so somebody has that kind of money. I'm like, what am I doing wrong? I'm like kind of internalizing it. I'm like, there's definitely something I'm doing wrong. You know, seeing others with that level of success that I want, I feel like it should be motivating me, but right now in this moment, it's just kind of making me kind of reflect on like the past choices that maybe I missed or the opportunities I maybe didn't seize.
How strong are you? How strong do you feel?
I just started to work out like 30 days ago, and I've worked out every single day, at least once or twice a day over the last 30 days. So not that strong at all, but definitely better than I was.
How much can you bench press?
I normally do a plate on each side every day, about 30 to 60 of those a day. So if I were to like push it up a little bit, maybe like 120 plus 45, 165.
Is it cool if we test this out?
Listen, I feel all these dudes are ripped back there. I'm like Bugs Bunny in Space Jam, and I'm all right. I'll do it. Yeah.
Let's bring out the bench press.
There's no way. No way.
This is like public ridicule right now.
All right, let's go. We just gotta do one rep.
Yeah, that's easy.
Oh, just one. Okay.
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's go. You good?
Right.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. All right, go a little bit this way. There you go. You get situated. All right, this one might be tough.
Stand aside for this. Stand aside for this.
Oh, you're good. Yeah. There you go. That's probably my PR. 45 plus 25 is 60. 120 plus 45, 165. You know, judging by where I am on this line, I feel like I'm at the bottom end. They're all just taking in protein right now, cheating right now. They got a boost.
Dominic, do you think he's stronger or weaker than you?
I feel like because you're like thinner, you're probably more fit. You look like you can run. So I feel like you work out. He's like, no. I think he can bench more than me, I think.
No, just add another plate.
Yeah.
Add another one.
35. All right, you ready?
Yep.
All right.
You can let it go. Yep.
Oh yeah.
Easy. What?
Chris, you feel good about that, or do you want to try going up?
Go higher. Let it go. I'm gonna stay there.
Cool.
245.
Corey said he's a nerd. He plays video games. I'm gonna guess lower than me, 100%. Lower.
The bar is good. You know, we could kind of go from there. No, I don't know. Maybe like, yeah. Let's start there. Yeah. Am I having good form? I feel like that's pretty close. Could we do like 150? Is that a thing?
You want to add a couple tens?
Yeah, just some tens. I don't want to lowball myself. Yep, baby. Now it's bad.
We jumped the last 20 pounds.
It's important to know yourself. You know, that's part of being 30. And yeah, that first number was good.
Okay.
Corey, do you think Andy is stronger or weaker than you?
I did put on a pretty good performance, but I feel like probably stronger, I would say.
I'll just try. I'll try 155. I'll just try.
Right,
Yeah, my goal is to beat Corey. That's all I gotta do.
Shame
Okay?
you right off the bat. All right.
Take it.
Got it. Okay, that is definitely all I could do. Damn. Did I even do that? I did? Okay.
That's all you. That was all you.
Okay, so here?
I saw him helping.
Okay. It's real. I feel like you are like the same, and that was actually really hard. So I'm gonna go with slightly stronger than me.
You good?
Yeah.
That was light work.
That was light.
I think we can go higher.
You got this. Everyone
Yeah?
cheer him on,
We're
cheer him on.
Yeah, you can do it.
You know what? I'm gonna stick with the first one.
You had it.
I feel like you were slightly better though. You did like faster.
You were accurate. Bodybuilder right there. Bodybuilder.
Wrath gives me like thin racerback tank top vibes. So I think he's gonna be all the way down, and I think he's way stronger than I am.
We could just start with 245s on each side.
Ooh, okay.
So 35 and a 10 added.
All right. Yep, you're good. Let go.
Yeah.
Let go. Oh, you.
Help. Just make sure you're there.
Yeah,
you're
spot.
There you go.
Oh.
Add the 25.
225 plus 20, so it's 245. Okay, you're good, boys. Yeah,
There you go.
I bet rigorous.
Nice.
There we go.
More.
You're gonna do more than that.
That's clean. You feel good about that?
I feel good about that. I don't wanna keep going.
Boom. You last one, right?
Where's my camera? Come on now. No, just kidding. No, he's definitely stronger than me. Definitely. All the way down here.
I think we should add more.
All right, let's
What
add
do we
more.
have?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's go.
I got it. Come on.
Let's do it again.
Up higher?
He broke the bench.
Oh shit!
That's insane.
Look, you literally right here.
I think that's proof enough. You know?
Well, he didn't lift it up, so I think I was wrong, right? He's weaker. Is that-
Isn't that disqualified? Yeah, like,
And ironically, I just retired from competitive bodybuilding 2 weeks ago. Yeah. Coming from Columbus, Ohio, it's known for football. I went Division I to a couple schools, and I have 3 cousins that play in the NFL right now. They've even told me, like, you know, you could have made it. And for me, it was, we talked about income earlier. I'm like, why am I wasting my time playing football when the percentage of me lasting, if I did make it, is very small? And I'm probably gonna be a car salesperson after that. Then just pursue this fitness thing and end up working out really well.
I have like no disillusionment about where I'm at. Probably the unhealthiest I've ever been. But you know, I feel like I've heard that you can still like make some progress in your 30s. So I'm very excited for my early 30s to be my like, you know, fitness journey.
Let's talk about intelligence, knowledge, and education.
Sure.
We had everyone take an IQ test right before this. You scored 113.
Oh, I hope that's good. Can't be poor and stupid, you know? It's a little cringe.
So you scored a 113. According to, you know,
I don't like that. I don't like your tone.
113 is the higher range of average intelligence.
I'm above average, y'all. Let's go. My first guess is like, yeah, this is a pretty smart guy, made his, you know, his passion into like an actual job. So yeah, I think you're more smart than I. More smart than me.
Andy, your score was 114.
Oh, it's like literally I'm right next to you. Wow, by like 1 point. I'm shocked. I've been stressed all day about that. So I'm just really bad at test taking. It's hard for me to pay attention. But I feel good with 114. I'm happy with it for sure. Okay, this is tough. You're already the strongest one, so it's like I don't know if I want to be like you're the smartest one too. So I'm gonna like lean into the musclehead stereotype, even though I know you make good money, and I'm gonna say you are less smart than me.
So your score on the test, Sid, was 95.
Yeah, I agree.
Ooh.
Well,
Don't say I'm black.
I was gonna go there, but there's some very intelligent men out here. No, in college, individual I dated who was in the healthcare space cheat a lot on her exams. So that being said,
Chris, your score was 105.
Oh snap! I'm surprised. Oh,
wow.
A little further down there.
Oh, my bad. There you go. Time over here.
Wow. Thank you. Let me have this moment.
That's intelligent shaming.
I'm gonna say that I guess like definitely smarter than me, 100%.
Your score, Dominic, was 110.
Oh, thank God I'm smarter than
Let's get Chris Matt.
This is always so nerve-wracking.
I think I overheard you earlier saying you were a teacher. And I feel like IQ tests, as much as like people always dispute them, I think a lot of it is obviously math and reading comprehension, which I assume do, regardless of what age you teach. I feel like at least you're doing that. I haven't used a pencil in like 7 years, so I'm gonna guess 123. So I think smarter.
Chris Matt, your score was 126.
Oh, very nice.
That's surprising.
Very nice.
You know, I've never been a good test taker, but one thing that I pride myself in is my judgment for intelligence. I always admire people that have broad vocabulary because being a first-generation American, I wish English was my first language. So based off of that, I'm gonna assume that you are smarter than I am.
Corey, your score was 131.
I hope so. We're saving lives.
congrats to you with that score. It's really amazing. I genuinely don't care, to be honest, just because I've seen people who are very intelligent. You know, they can articulate their words, and no offense to you, you're a very intelligent person, but the way I see it, the world we're living in today, it's so quick and everything's so fast paced with social media and everything. No one has the time to listen to someone smart. They just want the information as quick as possible.
So I don't feel necessarily smart. I don't know, like, and also it's a huge disadvantage. Like, I've always spoken English. A lot of it's like vocab based. So it's not really fair, you know, if it's like your second language. It's gonna be at a huge disadvantage, you know, when I've been practicing it my like whole life.
There's street smarts and there's book smarts. Book smarts, like if you're a scientist or like if you're a mathematician, like you better have good numbers, but you might not necessarily need to be the most social person. But if you put that in an environment where they're a consultant, like they're not gonna do that good of a job. So I think it's all about, like, regardless of what your IQ is, like tailoring whatever your skill set is to something that makes you eventually like successful.
Great, guys. We're gonna try one quick experiment. Can everyone take a step all the way back to the walls? The line now reflects how many degrees you have, bachelor's or higher. So let's step forward in 3, 2, 1.
What stands out to me is that you're a registered nurse, but you don't have any degrees. So I'm like,
Yeah,
I want to know.
Sneak through the system.
Yeah, how'd you do that?
Anyone can be a nurse.
How'd you?
I actually got my associate's, so I'm actually working on my bachelor's.
Got it.
You know, these people have like a ton of degrees. That's the rich guy has 3 degrees. That's insane. You know,
more than 3.
I think
He's all the way out.
He's on the way out, yeah.
it just shows that there's not a real strong like correlation between like our academics and our IQ. Kind of felt a little bit like imposter syndrome, you know, like I shouldn't be up there. Like I really struggled in school with like ADHD, like undiagnosed, and still haven't even had it treated. So I feel like school's been a real challenge, and I don't feel particularly intelligent.
Now we're gonna talk about relationships and sex.
Yeah.
Great.
What's your body count?
Off the top of my head, it's 15. So look right here. I feel fine about it. Rarely am I like going out or like looking for like hookups or like one night stands. So I think this body count for me is pretty good. I have no complaints really.
We meet again.
Good to see you.
You look like a little slut. Okay.
Sorry. How often are you like out and like?
I think a decent. Like I feel like if like in a week, I would say probably like at least like 2 or 3 times.
2 or 3 times?
Yeah.
Okay. I really do. I think you're more. I do.
Okay, you think?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, right?
Yeah.
I'm actually less. I'm less. I'm like the worst West Hollywood. I'm the worst West Hollywood gay ever. Like if you put anyone else here, they would be like 500 down there. No, I'm 10. I'm 10. Because I like to go on a date with someone before I like actually like hook up with them. I dabbled into the slut era of like, okay, let me hook up with some people, and then literally after 2, I was like, no, I want to date them first, which is even like gayer for me to say that, but okay, Dominic. I mean, you have money. You have money, so you're like going out. You're like you can do anything. So like you can like take them to nice restaurants. You can take them traveling, all that stuff. You have charismatic eyes. Like I could be at the bar with you. If you look at someone, you'd be like, damn, like you got it.
Tilt your head down. Tilt your head down for me.
Yeah, the balding.
I don't know.
That's after a drink. It's like you don't notice. You just don't see eyes. So and the money and the wallet. So I would say like a lot more. Like I'm gonna say a lot.
Oh. No, I'm just kidding.
I was like, damn.
I'd probably say, I don't know the exact number, but I'd probably say it's definitely less than 20, definitely more than 10. I'm just gonna go with 15 to be safe. I think that's probably accurate. That's a nice watch, actually. All right.
Thank you.
That's interesting. All right. You like going out?
I do.
You do like going out?
I do.
And are you like his range of like going out like a couple times a week? It's pretty wild.
Not a couple times a week, but maybe every weekend.
Every weekend, okay. And you're a teacher?
Yeah.
Got it. I don't know, I just feel like—
Look at his pants.
Look at his pants. Like, yeah, he's got a nice watch, he dresses up. I'm sure, obviously he says he goes out. I don't know, I feel like you're probably more easygoing. I don't know, I just feel it.
You're also like a teacher, so it's like, okay, very like calm, cool in life. I feel like you have to be wild like outside of that.
That's something. That's a good point.
Yeah.
My thought is like, okay, you got that, I can't
So
hold
because of that, I'm literally, I mean, I messed up with you. Oh, I messed up with you, but I'm gonna say like literally you're like far down the line.
He's staring at me as he does. Wow. Okay. There we go. Is it 33? Am I close? Oh. Nope. Oh.
Let's stop at 50.
Let's stop it. All right.
Oh, you whore!
So maybe I do have a little bit of a wild side. But also I think it was kind of a coping mechanism. So I got out of a long-term relationship 2 years ago, and one of the best advices that one of my best friends gave me is to hoe around. Chris is in healthcare, so I don't think he has time to sleep around. So I'm gonna say that you've slept with less people than I have.
Oh, wow. Wait.
You knew it. Right over here.
Boys.
Oh, let me hide. You're telling you right now.
100% higher. I'm gonna tell you why. He's a fellow black man, and people always say we got bigger packages, and that's true though. So I'm sure he probably slept around a lot in his younger days, maybe in the football, maybe working out wise. Probably got some girls in the gym. So I'm gonna say higher, down the line for sure, 100%. There we go. There we go.
Join me up here.
Actually.
Oh, like out of the room.
No way. What?
What's your actual number?
And name them.
Actual is kind of, it would be wrong for me to say because it's like, with the range, I would definitely say about 180 to 200.
No way.
Definitely.
Is he still in frame over there or no?
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Just go up to the ceiling.
Everyone wants to spray it.
You know, it's hard to say because you look more polished now, but I guarantee you rebelled a lot in your younger days. That's for sure. I think the t-shirt and the pants and the shoes are a little bit of a gimmick, but maybe now you have a lady or a person that you're with, right? And you're committed, but I would say more.
Can you to the point?
I'd say more. Whoa.
Welcome to the club.
Oh,
man.
Oh, really? Oh.
my actual number is 1.
Hell yeah. Are you married to her? Oh, I wanted to guess that, yeah.
It's kind of interesting. I was kind of curious how you feel about your number.
Oh, I could,
like, as far as...
Yeah, there's people, like for example, you've been with one person, right? I wish I had that, where I found my lifelong partner that I lost my virginity to, but for most of us, that's not the case, right? The question is always like, oh, you're a whore, but I'll give you the flip side to it. Most of the time, the reason why most girls didn't want to commit to me, even though I wanted to, was because they didn't feel I was husband material. They felt like you were more safer to have sex with, like you're the fun guy, you're the guy I'll sneak out with, do my laundry with, but I'm not gonna show my parents to you. There's a concept, most black guys are just good dick, that's it. Nothing else we can offer.
I feel like for me growing up, very like Christian, like conservative, like wait till you're married.
Right.
But I feel like it gave me a very like kind of negative like perspective on sex that wasn't as healthy. So I don't necessarily think that this is also like a good thing. I think it's like probably healthier to, you know, just have like a normal relationship with partners and your relationship with sex.
Yeah.
So kind of twins to the extreme.
I would say this, maybe you guys could look this up, but I've seen studies where guys who have been in relationships with the same person for a long time actually cheat more than guys who slept with more women. Because I already know what the market is out there. So at this age, I'm like, okay, if I have something good right now, why am I gonna F it up in this climate and go back to that disaster? But there are men who just, and women and people, whatever, who just like to sleep around, and that's a different story or situation.
I think that me not having like sexual relationships is also indicative of my own self-confidence. So I won't even try most of the time to pursue somebody if I like them or if I am out and I am vibing with someone. It's very hard for me to make a first move and an ending move. I'm very good at like in the middle, but that's kind of where it ends for me. So that's where a lot of my insecurities with this number comes from.
Everyone take 5 steps back. Now I'm gonna reset the line. Everyone please walk to the spot that shows the length of your longest relationship.
Longest in years?
Years, this is years now.
I assumed you'd be down there.
Well, I do have a question. When did you meet this person? Was it recent or was it?
No, it's actually a high school sweetheart. So history class, sophomore year.
Okay.
So we're sitting there.
Personally, that's a goal. I would love to find that one person that that'll make me feel special every single day of my life. And how challenging do you find it to remain faithful to your partner?
I feel like in the past, that was definitely something, more when we were in the dating phase, not like married, but when we were dating, I had like some people in my life, like acquaintances that were like, what are you know, you've been in this relationship your whole life pretty much. So it's kind of like the grass is greener mentality.
Right.
It's really something I had to work through. But at the end of the day, I didn't want to give up what I had for, you know, what ifs, you know?
That was a great mindset.
I consider my biggest failure of life this far is probably like not tackling as much of my anxiety as I should. I think that given the amount of time I have and the freedom that I have, being able to kind of hone down and focus on that is probably the only thing left in my life that I'm most stressed and worried about. Otherwise, everything else I'm content. Whether I'm in a 30-year relationship, 10-year relationship, 3-year relationship, whether I die tomorrow, I don't really care. I'm just living this life, experiencing it, and wherever I end up, I'm just gonna enjoy it.
Dominic in particular, I feel like I looked at him like, oh, he's like a playboy hooked up with a bunch of people. But hearing a little bit more of his story, and then especially with his anxiety, I'm like, wow, you are not 100% who I still charismatic, but like not 100% who I peg you as. And I feel like that's like true with a lot of people here. There's a lot more that meets the eye.